Live 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We in this thing. Let's go.
Oh, snap. Mr. West is in the building. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to tonight's show. Chris, we getting some feedback on your side, bruh.
Feedback. Fixing it.
Now I can hear you. I don't know what Wes is doing, but he talking to his tablet or something.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What you doing? Making a CD or something? Making an album back there?
Yeah, you know. I'm about that life. Facebook Live. Share with your friends. Tell your friends. Tell your friends to pull up.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Share it on your Facebook page. We in the building. I don't understand why you not with me. I don't understand. I overstand why you don't love me. I don't feel like you can see me like I want you to see me. We got production going on.
Wes look like he having a serious conversation.
Tell your friends to pull up.
We on the air?
We on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Turn your ringers off. Wesley.
Yo,
What up, everybody? Good evening, great evening. I need to get that I need to get that sound. Y'all tell me what app I can get so I can download the sounds into my phone. So the little gunshot and
Eventually, man, you want to get you one of these, man.
First of all, no. So first of all, we're not doing a soundboard. Okay, I just want it on my phone. Okay, I don't need extra. I got a monitor here. I got a computer, a whole nother screen over here, and I got lights over here and lights over here, and most importantly, I got my water. And I know my producer is watching. I got my BCAA powder in here, even though I didn't have a gallon a day. That's all right. I'm gonna get back on my workout. I've been kind of slipping, but it's all good. So good night, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the cosmos. If you're watching us in the United States, welcome to Ask a Black Man Anything. I personally want to welcome you to this amazing show. I just want to let y'all know that I didn't kick anybody else off. A couple of fellas are not feeling well. So I just want to say hey to everybody that is out in the Facebook land, Instagram land, in the cosmos. If you are here, you are destined to be here. You're supposed to be here, and I thank you for being here. With that being said, I want to also thank you for sharing this well in advance. I want to thank you for sharing because I know that you'll share it to your social media pages. It's something that we ask you to do. Make sure you like the broadcast, as your beautiful faces are here, we're going to bring you some great content. Wes looks like he's on set again. He got the earpiece in. He got the old man earpiece.
It's all good. I do indeed.
I love it. Mr. Producer, you can't go away.
How was your week, brother?
Man, it was good.
I'm here.
It was good.
I'm a little excited there. Hold on, what I'm clearly missing out on life. What's going on?
Yeah, so this has been a really good week. This is my whiteboard. These are all of the employees that I have hired over the last 45 days, I want to say. And the goal is not just to hire somebody new. The goal is to get them to stick in. And I've been tracking my numbers, and I've been able to hire about 7 or 8 people every new interview session on Tuesday that I have. And then I might lose maybe 1 out of the 7, so about 14%. No, it's not retention rate. Retention is what you keep. So my retention rate will be like 86%, but my turnover rate is about 14% right now, as of today, which is like phenomenal because before it used to be like 50%, 60%, and you got to know the numbers for for your business. So that's why I'm excited. More employees means a few things for me. It allows me to kind of stay retired, like half retired. So there's that. I am getting closer and closer to coming off of FMLA from dating, so I'm excited about that. I'm ready to get back up to dating, and I'm just excited about that. That's a very, very exciting time for me, primarily because um, I enjoy being in the dating phase. But one thing that I realized about dating is this: when I used to make $25,000 a year, I had a woman at the $25,000 level. And I was okay with that. I was very comfortable with that type of woman. When I went up to $50,000 a year, I was very, very comfortable, attracting a woman that was, making, 60, $70,000. And then when I went over 70,000 and, and such, my taste has changed. So,
You
uh,
became a whore. You became a whore. Is that what you're telling?
no,
No,
no, no,
no.
by
Oh,
no
okay, my
stretch.
bad.
No,
My
I
bad.
mean just my taste for the type of women that I desire changed. So
Mm.
that's exciting to me as well. And I mean March 13th is, what, 20 days away or so. 11 plus 13, 24 days. So I'm just over 3 weeks away from coming off of FMLA. So you got to be a certain kind of woman in order to entertain me. You gotta at least want to work out, 3 to 5 times a week. Um, no, no, he did not.
No, rotate it back landscape.
Wow, my
Hey,
brother.
do y'all see that dedication?
Oh, what up?
He
Hold
must
on.
have heard something that I said.
Nah, wait, hold on. Let me make sure.
We got that Burberry mask on.
You
That's
know, you know what I'm saying?
like
Probably
how are you
pajamas, probably by
fly?
Gucci.
Yeah,
Hold on,
I
hold
mean
on,
his,
guys.
his
Hold on, hold
gown is
on.
by Gucci, so
Okay, can you hear me?
we can hear you loud and
Yeah,
clear.
but rotate
Okay.
your phone.
I don't know why my volume is not up. It's not turning up. I can hardly hear y'all, but I can hear enough.
Rotate your phone.
No, right? Rotate. What up? I'm missing the
What
comment.
up?
Hey, don't stop. Look. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera off, and I'm gonna just tap. I'm gonna just kind of listen in to you guys. You guys go ahead and finish.
Hey, man,
So just so y'all
let the
know,
people see.
he's monitoring my behavior because when the big guy is away, I can act a fool.
Well, Shan doesn't have to worry about catching Gucci 19
Right.
or Burberry 19.
Right.
Anyways, I do want to thank you all for being here tonight. I thank you all for joining. Thank you all for the love. Absolutely, confidence is king in this business. Hey, Lakeisha, welcome. Milka, I think that's how you say your name. Put the pronunciation in the chat. Drop in the chat where you are currently residing. If you are in Atlanta, you in LA. If you're in Houston, if you're in Chicago, wherever you are, drop that in the chat. And we know our producer, he's in the hospital, as the French would say. But we're going to go ahead to our new producer, the none other than the one and only Mr. Colin Hardeman. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, everyone. Colin Hardeman. Glad to be here for episode. What episode is this?
20. Hold on. Don't get me to tell no story.
We almost at 30. But always glad to be here with my bros, with my fellas. Shan, hope you feel better. And then to all the other fellas who are down and out, hope you all are feeling better. But yeah, looking forward to tonight's show. To Mr. West.
Yes. It's good to be here, brothers, as always. Dan, I plan on getting you up out of that hospital. I know just how to do it. I'm gonna get to that blue saber around enough tonight. He's gonna come up out that thing. So yeah, just it's good to be here, man. I missed last week. Wasn't it last week I missed? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just got back to LA. Had a production that I came back in town for, and that went well. But yeah.
But Wes, what you are witnessing is Shan turning into Darth Vader. So he got the mask on.
Right. That's exactly.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So look, is it Lakezia? Just correct me, Queen. Just put the phonetic spelling. I apologize.
It's probably Lakeisha. No H.
Yeah,
it's
I butchered it.
Lakeisha.
I apologize.
Lakeisha.
Please forgive me. Charge it to my head and not my heart. This is me live saying I apologize.
You have a heart?
What?
Talk about
you have a heart? We
Yeah,
don't believe
so
you.
unlike the gentlemen who are on the dark side who don't have a heart, and the guys who are lightsabers, whatever what is it, the coalition, whatever the other people
the Federation.
are, them people. I'm like the neutral party in the middle that is like, huh?
The neutral? The
Yeah,
what?
I'm very neutral. I'm not,
Wow.
I'm not too lovey-dovey and I'm not too cold-hearted.
Wow.
I'm right in the middle. I'm like,
Wow.
right in the, why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing
Colin is in the middle. You, sir.
That's what I was saying. It's just like, yeah.
Colin is in the middle. You, sir, are not in the middle. You, sir, are in the middle of some shit.
Totally disagree. Totally disagree. Totally disagree. Totally. Anyways, good evening. Man. Oh, boom. I do have them. Booyah.
And this is episode 28, I was just told.
Oh, thank you. Because I have no idea. Good evening, everybody. I am Chris Davis in Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Buffalo, New York. As you can see, definitely I rep New York anytime I get the chance. And those people that live in New York City that always say Buffalo is not part of New York, that is actually true. We're not part of New York City, but we're also the second largest city in the state. So do your geography or learn your lessons. New York is not the only city. So go visit, because we have one of the 8 wonders of the world. So we technically are better than New York. We ain't gonna talk about that low key. Our food is better. Our people are better. Our women are better. Hey, we A1 up in Buffalo. Anyways, I live in Atlanta. I'm the author of 2 amazing books, and I happen to have them with me tonight. The first one is called The Edge of Greatness. If you want to go on to Amazon, it's my autobiography, and you're saying, well, how do you write an autobiography and you're only 42? The reason why I'm writing an autobiography at 42 is because I lived through a lot of shit. I had a whole lot of shit going on. I've been fired probably 15 times. That's a whole story in and of itself.
Dang, blood.
My first time I got fired was at the age of 11. So if you want to know more about that story, go to Amazon and type in this title. I'll show it to you again. The Edge of Greatness. The Edge of Greatness. It will teach you how to get to your own personal greatness. Second, or you can go to the link. Wait a minute, I got to do it right there. Go to Instagram, type in _Chris Davis. We'll definitely love you to support. You can buy both of my books. And the second book is probably the more prominent book. It's a little thicker, as you can see. It's the Ultimate Vetting Guide. It's a workbook designed to help you do exactly that. Date intentionally, but also learn how to date organically. It will allow you to vet people properly. Also, last thing about me, I currently also am the CEO of Pink Slip LLC. If you saw earlier, I have my little whiteboard, so I forget everything. I don't know who starts when and where they start and all of that, so I got to write it down. And then I'm also probably the only person that you know that has designed a board game. So if you like board games, my game is $100. It's Monopoly on steroids. If you want to find it, go to the link right there on Instagram, and you'll be able to purchase it. So cool. That's me. I am going to toss it over to. Say what was
the name of? Give us the name of that game. I'm saying
the name of the game is called Fired. And yeah, you want to fire your boss before they fire you.
Fired.
Yeah, which is why my company is called Pink Slip LLC, because when you get fired, you get a pink slip.
Wow. So, right. Oh, see, man, you should share more. Now I appreciate that, man. I can appreciate that more. Absolutely.
Appreciate it. With that being said, I want to take a moment to recognize The
That's pretty hot.
cowboy. Welcome back, sir.
There
What's the
he
deal?
is.
It's good to be back, man. I felt like I've been gone forever. I missed a week, but I'm happy to be here. What's
In
going
the
on?
flesh.
Crenshaw and the Heezels.
Yep.
Oh, he repping hard at 213.
323. But I'm an original 213 baby. So yeah, 213.
Say less. You gonna tell us who you are, where you from, sir? Or you just gonna keep sipping that yak?
He world renowned. It precedes him. He's a man of few words and many talents.
Nah, man. Shaheed Muhammad out of Los Angeles, California. Glad to be back. Happy to be here. Ready to get it going.
Real talk, it does look like you in the bathroom, Shaheed. You know,
Nah,
I don't know what that little apparatus is right there. It looked like it could be the other side. The other side. Yeah, that little thing right there. Like a hat rack or something.
Little flower, little mirror decorations and stuff. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm in LA. I'm not in my home. I'm in LA, so I got.
Okay. So you moving around.
Got my original setup.
Oh, so what we'll do is I'll keep it brief so that you can keep it moving.
I know I'm good. I'm home, but I don't got my. Usually I'm in
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You got your Colin Kaepernick behind you. I like that.
Yeah.
Man, that Super Bowl.
You got your horse with you, right?
No, my horse back in AZ. I left my camping trip and shot straight to LA. So I just, moving around a lot.
Ladies, I keep my horse with me. Unlike the young Shaheed.
Keep your horse with you at all times.
That is hilarious. I can't crip walk, but I definitely tried my hardest to do something. I was like, just had my hands up in the air. On Sunday, I was skipping or something.
Yeah, man, it was crazy out here, man. It was dope.
I bet it was, man. I bet it was. So definitely want to bring an amazing show to you guys, to you all tonight. Hey Tasha, see you. Hey Cold Black, what's going on? We're gonna jump right into it tonight. I was able to scour the internet streets a couple of days ago,
Chris.
And
should we do just a brief summary from the last show, since Wes and Shaheed were here, just to get their quick thoughts of what they would do if they accept the ex back and all that kind of stuff if she cheated. I'm just curious to get that. No,
they wasn't here. They can go comment on the show.
Okay.
Nope. They wasn't here last week. Oh, that's this side. So yeah, I want to jump into it real quick and not real quick, but kind of slow. And I want to share with you. I as I was saying, I was scouring the internet streets, and one of the things that is a hallmark of the dating culture of today is that people are growing and changing. You see more BBLs, Brazilian butt lifts, Brazilian butt lifts, more tummy tucks. Women are going to Mexico and going to these other exotic places, and they're going to Dr. Miami and getting all kinds of work done. And some of them are saying, going away for 6 months and popping back up. Oh, I've been in the gym, and they tummy flat. And, I don't know if guys are getting surgery, but guys are starting out very small, and some take the creatine and different supplements and stuff like that. And they come out real buff and they hit the gym real hard for 6 months to a year. They level up with their money. And as I was saying a little earlier, one of the things that I realized for myself is that when I was at 22, 23, and I was making $25,000 an hour, I wanted a woman at that particular level. And now that my income has leveled up, and
hold on, you was making $25,000 an hour?
25,000 a year. Sorry,
dude, are you a billionaire? Like, can I hold something?
Sorry, my bad. Misstep. 25,000 a year. If I was making 25,000 an hour, our show would be popping right now. Popping. No, but when I was making, a smaller amount of money, my level of influence, the type of woman that I attracted was, college age, who, I married my ex-wife, in 2002. And I was 22 and I was making $25,000 a year. Now that my income has soared through the roof, and gone way beyond that in the last few years and going and counting, the type of woman that I want is different. And one of the things that I realize is that women too, when they get finer, sometimes their attitude happens to get a little bit stanker. They get a little bit cockier. And I want to share this video with you all, and I want to get the guys' thoughts before I chime in, because should your attitude change? Should you be more cocky? Should you go get her back? Or what should you have done? We're going to dive into it right after this video. Cue music.
You're allowed to change.
Wrong video.
Yep, not that one. Cue music.
Left me because of my weight.
Boy, no way.
That dealership sent me these supplements to replace getting the BBL.
Boy, no way.
Now I glowed up. He wants to invite me on IG Live and apologize. Everyone follow my Instagram in bio. Tune in.
You came out here to argue. I came out here to apologize, tell you I'm sorry, and that I want you back. That's really it, for real.
I'm not trying to argue, but now you want me back? How that work?
Man, you acting different. You lost the weight. Nobody about to chase you.
Bye. You just messed up. I'm blocking you.
She really left alive. Bro, what?
You ain't gonna hear that. What?
Man, I'm about to get out of here.
Wow. Okay. Can't hear you.
Thoughts,
Kyle.
fellas. Your thoughts.
Young Bull, I'm gonna let you chime in on that first.
I respect both sides of it. Like, I respect him for openly, saying that he apologized, he won her back. But I also respect her for being like, nah, you know what I mean? I'm over it. I'm on to the next. So I don't really got much. You know what I mean? That's interesting. That's different. I've never seen nothing like that. But I respect both positions. But I don't respect, like, him, once getting, I don't respect men when they get turned down by a woman, they start trying to go in on them. Like, that's corny to me. But aside from that, I respect both, what they did.
So you think, Shahid, that you don't see a little arrogance in her? How she flexing and showing her her body off, and
she put the work in for it. You know what I mean? I believe if you put like, for me, people used to call me cocky, arrogant, when I was hooping, but it's like, I put the time in to get where I'm at and be who I am. So it's just like, I'm a flex. Yeah, I'm gonna talk my talk. You know what I mean? As long as you can back it up and you can stand on it when things don't go in your favor, you know what
that's
I mean?
tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. So you think is she can back it up now because she's thinner and she's lost weight, and she to his eye, apparently he wants her back, and should he have, in your opinion, tried to help her lose weight beforehand?
I mean, you could say that, like, but that's I'll say this. I have a preference when it comes to a woman's physique.
Right.
Okay.
So it would be kind of wrong of me to proactively go for a woman that I typically don't go for and try to get her to do something that she might not be willing to do, might not be ready to do. You know what I mean? So I don't think so. Like, yeah, he's not at fault for not like jumping into a situation or going after her if he didn't fit or if she didn't fit his preference.
Indeed.
Yeah, so that's
So
interesting.
I have a take on this. I've experienced this to some degree, or I've experienced in relationship what oftentimes leads to this. This is how it usually goes in the real world. And so there's context missing there. But here's what the general context usually is. And this can be for either side, but your partner, you meet your partner, you fall in love with your partner, and they're in one particular condition physically, especially considering how important the visual is for men. And so what happens is your partner starts to change before your very eyes. Let me get to it and speak from my perspective. So specifically with me, my partner started to change before my very eyes. It started off with me making little hints, not 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 negative pokes and jabs, but just little hints about getting in shape. Perhaps offering to, maybe we should go for a run together, go for a walk together, work out together, just things. And then over time, those get ignored. And so those hints become actual suggestions. And then over time, those get ignored. And then those suggestions actually became actual real conversation, adult, mature conversation, which can be hard and can hurt, but they're necessary if you're being sincere about maintaining and sustaining a relationship. And then at some particular point, when your partner is not heeding your begging and your pleading, they're not putting forth any initiative towards being the person that you met and fell in love with. And on top of that, you're actually seeing firsthand the destruction of what once was. At some point, you've got to choose you and have that conversation. And so I would say this: if you truly love someone, but they change before your very eyes for no good reason, for no necessarily medical reason, but simply out of selfishness and not selflessness within a relationship.
Don't forget laziness.
Yeah. Then you have an obligation to yourself first to have what it is that you want, to have what you signed up for. Now, oftentimes, and this is what usually happens, and it usually is the woman is the one in an area of weight or being in shape. It happens both ways, but yeah, matter of fact, I can't even say usually. I just know from a man's perspective, when it's a scenario like this and it's the woman, and I'll be brief real quickly. What happens is she goes out. It takes you leaving. It takes you choosing you in order for her to get things in gear. And when you leave and she loses you, she then goes out and does all of the work that you wanted her to do. Too often she's not doing it for self, she's doing it out of spite. And then when because you still love this person and she does now do the work that you were begging and pleading for her to do during the relationship, it stands to reason that you would say, oh, I see you've done this work, I see you're bettering yourself, I see you've gotten to a place that I always knew you could be at, this and reach this potential, and I'm still in love with you, and I want that relationship. But then she, because she did it out of spite and not for herself, she will oftentimes refuse you, flaunt it in your face, and all of the other whatever that follows that. And so I just say that I wouldn't. I think every man in that situation, and every person, even if it was a woman in that situation, you're absolutely you're within your rights, and you should go back to that person and try to, if you see them get to a better place and you sincerely love them, you should go. You should have the right to go there.
Yeah,
That's my
So
thought.
is there not a back then you didn't want me, now I'm hot, you all on me? The Mike Jones, is that not applicable here?
yeah. I think it's I don't know, like I don't have the context, but excuse me, that's a good point that Wes brought up. I never looked at it from that perspective, but in general it is, like I said, I think, everybody has the right to, when they do have a little glow up and they were humble within that process, and you know what I mean, like people didn't want them. I do believe you have you had a right to kind of, talk your shit a little bit.
I'm gonna agree with what Shahid said the first time, as far as because we're talking about people jumping on your program. So it's just like, yeah, there's a certain type of woman that I'm attracted to. So that's one of the things that I go for visually, is someone who's in shape. And that's one of the requirements to be with me. It's just like, because I'm about that healthy lifestyle. I go to the gym every single day. So I don't think it'll be a point of, getting them to this state. It's just like they would already have to be at that state at that time of courting. So I don't think this would necessarily apply to me, because, like I said, it would have to be that, like, from the gate.
So here's the deal, and I agree. The whole back then you didn't want me, now I'm hot, you all on me. Because here's the deal, no lie, there was a point I was 300 plus pounds, and being down 50, 60, 70 pounds, having my waist size go from a 44 to a 42 to a 40 to being able to fit a 38, going from a 3X, 4X shirt to being able to put on an extra large, that feels good. Now, mind you, I'm not popping my shit on nobody. I still got some ways to go. I want to get to a certain place, right, where I want to, be able to wear a medium. But I'm not there yet. But at the same time, I do realize that I want a particular type, and if I want to attract a particular type of woman, I have to be that, right? And I don't think that there should be a serious issue with the glow up. I do have a problem overall with you having an attitude because you've gotten better. The attitude, because one of the things that I've learned from a couple of my mentor and April Mason, and I think Dave Ramsey have said it. Several people that are millionaires have said it. It's not the money; it's who you become in the process, right? Who you become in the process of becoming the millionaire, or the multi hundred thousandaire, or the multi six-figure income earner. That's what really defines you as a person versus the money in and of itself. The money will come, right? And I think I heard Kevin Hart may say, or I can't remember who said it. May be quoting the wrong person. One millionaire said, when you make your first million, who you become, but on the process to making the next, or the fifth, or the 10th, because the 10th will come, but you still have to become a different person. You have to embody a different type of different type of character. And while Shahid says it's okay to pop your shit a little bit, I do every once in a while. I pop my collar because I'm proud of where I am, but there's still a level of humility that I have, knowing that I have come from a certain place. Not saying that I'm lowly and, oh man, I can't get nobody good looking. No, not that at all. Got an echo from somebody. Not saying that I'm low minded. Not that. It's more of I know who I am as a person. I know who my character is, and that's what I would want to stand up. There's a line from my favorite artist. If you all don't know, my favorite artist is Jay-Z. You buy any Jay-Z album for me, I will thank you. You buy me a Jay-Z hat, I'll be like, buy me the Jay-Z chain too, if you feel like it. And I definitely want to bring Cole Black into the conversation. As long as you if you want to come on camera, Cole Black, please do. We're going to bring you into the conversation in just a second. You can bring him up now, Colin, and I'm going to introduce him to the conversation. But here's the thing. Jay-Z has a line which I actually forgot, and when the line comes back, I'll bring it back. So, Cole Black, welcome to Ask a Black Man Anything. Thank you for joining us, fellas, tonight. What did you have for us, and how did you want to add to the conversation?
Oh man, I just wanted to say, man, I can definitely resonate with the topic, man. Definitely. Like
your head's been cut off, Cole.
Huh?
Your head's been cut off.
Cut off. Okay, let me slide it back a little bit.
Not literally, just on the video. That don't mean I'm gonna put you on the chopping block and say get off the show, just for the record.
I got you. Are we good now?
Yes,
you good.
All right, cool.
Your watch is fire.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Invicta, man. I know.
I'll tell you where to send me one.
Yeah, man. So I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, man. I'm 30. I had a pretty similar situation recently with my kid's mom, where the conversation came up about weight and about at the time, like when I guess I could say, like, when I met her, we was in high school or whatever, and like weight wasn't a huge problem or anything like that. Later on down the road, I kind of had conversations, and kind of like Wes was saying, you kind of throw it out there. Hey, you want to go run with me today? I'm at the gym today. You want to pull up on me? You know what I'm saying? It started with that. Then it starts with, hey, I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z for the family. We got 2 kids out of wedlock. We can kind of tie this thing up and, form a formal bond and kind of like, get in a better position to where our kids can have both parents and be successful. That was my mindset. But so when it came to like the weight thing or whatever, I tried to throw it out there. I even offered to, pay for trainers and shit like that. And at first it was, hey, I'm open to it, such and such. Yeah, I understand you. That's how she was, But the actual genuine desire wasn't there to do it. And I'm one of those type of person that's gonna keep checking up on you every day. Like, hey, you work out today? Hey, you work out today? Hey, nah, that ain't. I got too much going on. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, I think it kind of turned into like a level of like resentment that she had, like, as far as hey, damn, he don't like me as I am, kind of realization that she had or whatever. And I don't know if that sent her into like a depressed state or whatever, but I do know that like genuine desire cannot be negotiated. You can't negotiate that with nobody. You know what I'm saying? You like, even if you're trying to get somebody to, let's say, invest in crypto or invest in stocks or something, they don't have a real genuine desire to do something. They're just not gonna do it. And that's just human nature, man. So like I said, I tried and eventually, you know what I'm saying, I came to the conclusion, well, you don't value a family that much in that sense. And
So here's the thing. What I realized, Cole Black and fellas, is this, and somebody has a question for you, Angela, question for you, Cole, that I want you to, I guess she's asking you.
Okay.
Angela, if you want to come on to the show and ask him that directly, you want to type in call.aabma.live, and we can bring you on to the show. Just, our producer will tell you what you need to do in the back scenes of what on that end.
I'm glad she asked that question though, right?
Let me say this real quick, Cole.
Yes, sir.
Here's the thing in reference to to gaining weight, losing weight, being a better person, leveling up. One of the things that I recognize in the leveling up process, and I shared it in a relationship that I end up ending, is that a person will do for the right person. So, and I used to tell my ex all the time, I'm either not the right person for you to do the things that I'm asking for them, right? I'm not the right person, or you don't want to do them. It's one or the other. Because if you really love a person the way you say you love them, everybody says, oh, I love hard. I'm committed to blah, blah, blah. If you say that you're love and you're in a growth mindset, you'll do whatever it takes to keep that person.
Right.
You do whatever it takes. But if they're not the right person, then you won't do whatever it takes. You'll just have your limit and you'll say, okay, I've reached my limit and that's it.
Right. I mean,
That's
it's kind of like banking on women ain't dumb, bro. They banking on simps to come in and accept any situation. Like, let's just be honest. Like, that's kind of an expectation that's been fed. Now, on my end too, like, I understand that, I have to have a level of patience, especially if I done had 2 kids with a woman. You know what I'm saying? It should be expected that I have some level of understanding. But I was saying I'm glad that she asked that question or whatever about what I was offering to take the kids. I've done that. And those exact words, hey, I can, do this, such and such. Like, and there's a lot of times anyway, like I'll pick up the kids from school or the kids are with me at my house where there's a lot of time offered for her to do that. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, she's stuck with the kids all the time and that's why she can't work out. Nah, that's not the case. But like I said, man, that genuine desire is something serious, man. And I'm glad you brought that up too, like about the leveling up part, because on our end, I was saying like that's part of me. Like when we first met, I was working at a oil change place. I wasn't really like financially stable or nothing like that. And then I eventually went to school, and now I'm a respiratory therapist at a level 1 trauma hospital. And now I'm pushing over a little bit over 6 figures now, and I ain't gonna lie, maybe that's changed my expectation. I'm putting in the work. I want somebody else to be willing to put in some work too to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm willing to take care of a woman for the rest of her life. And so I don't know. It may be a level of pushback y'all can offer that I'm open to it.
What I was gonna suggest was, just my method of what I'd said. So it's just like if you are looking for that out the gate, then it's kind of like you're avoiding all of that. So I guess my situation is if she came to me already fit and she's all about that lifestyle, we get together, and then after 3 months she start falling off and then just gaining and things like that. Then it's just like that's a probable scenario that would happen in that situation. But if you're already vetting that way, if you're already looking for somebody who's about that life, about that lifestyle, who's already fit, then everything we're discussing right now is like that's moot. That's not happening.
Prior to meeting her and all, like even prior to our kids, I've never heard of the term we got, fit, feminine, and friendly. I wasn't no type of dude that really honestly had higher expectations or even normal expectations for what I could be and what I can expect. So that change and that mindset shift may have made me also incompatible to somebody who may be not as, not as motivated to be the best version of themselves. My mindset change is not, I shouldn't have to impose my mindset change on other people. And they go back to your point, what you just said, Colin. Your level of vetting got to come for what you're looking for off the gate.
Right.
And I understand that.
Absolutely. One of the things that I think that we don't do enough is we don't properly vet, which is why I came out with this book because here's the thing, right? When you grab this book, you'll be able to write down all of the things. Do they work out? How are they with their money? And then the book specifically tells you to not just listen to what they say for the first 30 days, because that could be all fluff. Before you get into a serious relationship with the person and are fully committed and having children and sharing finances, take your time. Hold out to verify if what they're saying they're going to do is something that they're actually doing. For example, if you are talking to a young lady and she says, "Oh, it's okay, we don't have to go out every month. I don't even like going out like that." And if every time you call her on Friday night, she's out for the first month, or she's at home for the first month, okay, cool. But 6 months later, when the weather gets warmer, see where she stands then. And the same thing for guys. If he says, I'm, working on my business, or working on this, or I'm working on myself, check. Not just, I tell my son at 19, he's a college student, right? I said, you always want to know, but you always want to verify. Like, you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing, asking the right questions, but verify on the other hand what they're saying. And
because if you don't, you end up wasting time. You'll end up wasting a lot of time.
So you're not in a position where you're wasting time. I do want to bring Angela to the show. I asked her if she wanted to join. Thank you so much, Angela, for popping into Ask a Black Man Anything and asking the question for him. This is a very open forum. We are not here to attack. So we haven't had a beautiful lady on in a while. So welcome. How'd you want to add to the conversation?
Well, thank you for having me. I have been a follower since the introduction on Clubhouse. So thank you for hosting the space and being so consistent. And Co-Black, I hear you, brother. It's a constant negotiation. And I reflect on a situation, I was married with my ex-husband for 10 years, married for 8, and ultimately that relationship is no longer, we're still very great co-parents. We've come a long way in that. But there was certainly a period of time after I had our son that it was like, well, when you get back in the gym, what are you doing? And I'm thinking, I can't add another thing. And that's what prompted the question, because it brought something up in me as far as memories. But now that I've evolved to this place, I'm not in a relationship at the present time, but as I'm dating, I'm finding that men and women, but from my perspective as a woman, I'm finding two types of men. Either men want a woman for her utility. What does she bring to the table? How much money do you make? All those sorts of things. Or men want you for desirability, sex and all the things that come with that. So I think if you're in a relationship and you really want to be in that relationship, it's truly a balance between the two. But absolutely, both parties have to be very willing to come to the table and negotiate that down. So that's the only reason I asked the question. Sometimes help comes in a certain way that we might think is helpful, but we may or may not ask that person how they've received that help or what is actually helpful to them. And that was
Angela.
my only in the question.
Yeah, Angela, I really appreciate you clarifying it. And it's always good for a good discussion, a good dialogue. I got a question. What's the best way to do it? As a man,
yes.
What is the best way to get that message across to her, or do you not?
Well, again, I think it depends on how willing two people are wanting to make it right and wanting to come to the table for themselves and each other. Because for me, it's like, well, what's in it for me? You want me to work out for you.
And you already accepted me where I was anyway, so why should I change? But I'm asking,
so whatever her incentive is to change for herself, to build her self-esteem. Okay, I'll just give you an example. For me, my mother did hair growing up, so I always had my hair done. And when that time got shorter and shorter, the income had to be juggled and things like that. For me, my self-esteem was in my hair. And had he just said, hey, I'm going to make you an appointment, go get your hair done, that would have meant the world to me. Or had he just asked what is it that's gonna motivate you, and then support your partner in that thing. But I think it's just asking her, so you get her buy-in first, And if she doesn't make those commitments, these are things that she said she liked. So if she doesn't make that commitment to herself, she doesn't really always have the capacity to make it to you. Have her make the commitment to herself first, and then that benefits everybody.
Right. But if you try to tell her, you know what I'm saying, or try to, discuss with her the benefit that would benefit her. And also, like you said, being open to, hey, you got a trainer, so I had a trainer, and she was like, well, my friend, she's got this guy that she trains with, so I want to work with him. I'm like, okay, cool, I can help you with that, let's do it. And the help was rejected at first, and also it was like, hey, I'm going to the gym. Okay, cool. I go to the gym too. I'm an ex-football player. So if somebody wanted to like start working out, if I'm dealing with you as a woman, and you went to that same high school with me, you know me for most of my life, so I know how to work out certain exercises and how to target certain areas and stuff. Like that would have been, hey, shit, I know you're an ex-football player. Hey, you can help me. Like, I trust you as my man to feel vulnerable enough to work with you and help. But it would be times like, I'm like, hey, you want to go? Let's go walk or whatever. And we would walk like 15 feet but you've been in the gym. So when it comes to what he was saying, like people can say stuff, but how can you verify? And if you real deal trying to be a husband, you real deal trying to have that type of situation, I mean, how long do you wait?
Right.
And then it's a level of resentment that's gonna come with, oh, I thought he liked this, or I thought he liked me at this weight or whatever. Like I'm just saying it's a landmine for a man to tell a woman to lose weight.
Yep.
It's a very difficult situation.
Wes, I know you want to chime in. Wes, go ahead.
No.
Before Wes does, Angela asked the question. She's just like, well, what's in it for me? This is like, other than getting better sleep, feeling better about yourself, eating better. It's like all the benefits that come with working out. So it's like all these things that will improve your overall health. So it's just like it's a lot of benefits to
a wedding
out. So
ring, a wedding ring, a man that's in your home.
No. You should never promise a
with
wedding ring to a person just because they lost weight. If they don't want to do it before they meet you, they're not going to do it when they meet you.
Exactly.
Wes, go ahead.
Go ahead, Wes.
No, I didn't have anything. I
thought I heard you.
It's kind of like giving an ultimatum, and ultimatums are what? Symbols of powerlessness. And I mean,
ultimatums are manipulative.
Yeah. So do y'all? I think I keep going back to this. It's just like when you're vetting at the beginning stage, it eliminates all of this.
It does.
But sometimes it changes too.
But here's the thing.
So that's the thing. That's the right. I know what you're about to say.
Some people don't properly vet, and that's the problem. They'll believe anything in the first 30 days, and because they have such great chemistry, they don't verify long enough. They don't wait long enough to see if the person is actually doing what they're saying they're gonna do. For example, I told somebody in 2018 that I was going to quit driving for Lyft and Uber, and in 2020 I was going to be semi-retired. That wasn't the case. It didn't really happen until 2021, where I was really able to walk away from driving 12 hours a day, and I'm able to sit at home and make my own schedule. Right. So if you ask me back in 2018, am I doing what I said I would do? That's how you verify what steps are the person to. And some people don't ever take the time.
Right.
And I'm not saying wait 2, 3, 4 years. Right. But you should be able to tell if a person is taking the steps necessary in 6 or 7 months.
Think about this, though. Think about this, man. And you were 100% on point. I co-sign that. I'm saying that prior to coming to the manosphere, I've never heard anybody talk about vetting women in that context.
I understand.
At all. So there are a lot of people that come into this space and resonate with it after previous mistakes that they've made, and they can kind of walk back and be like, dang, well, maybe if I would have vetted, I would have seen that this person had issues with their mom, or this person had issues with their upbringing, or I would have, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, okay, the boats, they burning behind us. This the jungle right here. Now we got to keep moving, like, but it's definitely important to preach, like you said, to the younger guys, the guys who haven't gotten to that state yet. Vet the woman. We were always taught that, hey, you prove yourself to the woman. You prove yourself to be a good parental investment. You know what I'm saying? Was taught to prove yourself to be, open up the car doors. Hey, pay this, pay that. You know, it. You have to kind of go against that with a mindset change. So, like I said, I totally agree with you though, bro, for sure.
Angela, any last thoughts on this topic? Because we're going to switch gears in just a second. I know you wanted to come and ask that question, but any last thoughts?
I just want to, again, encourage you to continue to speak with her. You know,
Oh well, nah, it's kind of, yeah.
Too
It's
late.
dead.
Well, I get it. And know your
But yeah,
limits, because last thing you want to do is create or cause any residual issues from that when you know what the issue is and concern is. So if
right.
you've already kind of gone down that road, be honest. Don't let it linger. Have the tough conversations, and it's up to her to react or respond in whatever way
Yeah.
she chooses to do. And I hope that it
Yeah.
can be amicable
Right.
situation.
And like I said, like when we ended it or whatever, you know, it was very cordial. It wasn't no hollering and cussing and nothing like that. And then shortly after, you know, she got the kids or whatever, she did some slight little retaliatory stuff with the kids or whatever. But I ain't, like I said, I ain't even on it. I'm just, you know, just trying to move forward for real. And I'm working on just trying to keep it cordial and keep it amicable between us, and we just move forward. But I do know that the advice that the real Chris Davis just gave it's been something that me going forward as far as vetting for a wife, I won't fall in that category again. You see what I'm saying? I won't fall in that trap again.
Lesson learned.
All right. Hey man,
for sure.
Hey, cash at me $25. I'm gonna sign you a copy of this book and send it to you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Your vetting life will never be the same. Cole Black and Angela, I want to both thank you all for coming to the show. You're welcome to sit in the green room for a few moments, or if you want to stay here and be on mute, you're welcome to stay and be on mute. We're going to switch. That was a phenomenal topic, right? Some people level up and change their weight, their income, their size, their house, their cars. And what happens is they want to get a better person to match where they are. And it's nothing wrong with wanting to get somebody better. I just think it's the approach in which you personally makes the difference of the type of people that you attract. So if you're flaunting and you're waving the flag that, yeah, I make $1 million and I'm this big head honcho, or, you know, I've leveled up, I done lost 200 pounds and I'm skinny now. I was a size 13 and now I'm a 4. I think what happens is when you carry that arrogance, it typically shows in a lot of other ways
the
that
motivation
you probably
is wrong.
really have. Right. Your motivation was absolutely wrong.
Hey man, you know, I think I really enjoyed the conversation with Cole Black and with Angela. Yeah, man, I'm really inspired right now, man. I'm really inspired to mud wrestle. There's a mud wrestling spirit in the air.
You should have saw that coming.
Yeah, great conversation. Great conversation.
It never fails. It never fails. So get him off the screen. Every week we get an opportunity to answer questions live. every single week. You all email us some phenomenal questions. I mean, phenomenal questions. We get scenarios. We get literally some of everything from the gamut. I mean, last week there was a young lady who emailed us and said, I'm 30. I got a fiance that's 24. I'm a second sexual partner. Should I marry him? He gave me a $10,000 ring. This week, we got two great questions again. And the first one is from if I butcher your name, please forgive me. I promise I'm going to do my best to say it the right way. This question is from Simona from Detroit. She asked, "Is it emasculating for a woman to ask a man out on the first date and pay for it?"
Ooh.
Is it emasculating for a woman to ask a man out on the first date? And a lot of times, they are in the audience. If you let me say this, if you're in the audience and you want to email us a question, if you want to pop in and you want to hit the link right here at the top called AABMA.live and join this conversation. If this is your question that you emailed us, you are definitely welcome to. You don't have to, but you do want us to know if you want to have dialogue and you want to give us some feedback. We're definitely here for that. So, Shahid, is it emasculating for a woman to ask you out on a first date and pay for it?
Oh man, I mean,
first date.
I think we overdo it with the type of words we use. Like when I think of emasculating, man, that's such an extreme word.
It's flattering.
Indeed.
Yeah, like so emasculating, that's literally like
it's not.
The true definition of the word. We all know what the true definition of the word is, but that's literally ripping a man's manhood away from him. So like if you could rip a man's manhood away from him simply by asking him out on the first date and paying for it, for one, he's not a man. And two, it's just no, man, no, it's not. Like Colin said, it's flattering. I don't think if you are going to do this, I don't think you should let him know that you have intentions on paying for it. I think, like, for me, I think if a woman were to ask me out and say, hey, I want to take you out on a date, I would assume she's going to pay for it. But at the same time, I'm going to offer to pay just because that's the type of individual I am. But yeah, no, it's not emasculating at all. It's flattering. Just, you have to go about it the right way because it's uncommon for women to do that. Yeah, it's not emasculating. Emasculating is an extreme choice of words to use here.
Right.
Captain Lifesaver.
Hey, sound like is that my name?
Yeah, man, you were
somebody called Obi-Wan.
You were on Clubhouse this week saving them.
Hey, man.
I saw that room. So go ahead, man. Is it emasculating?
Just doing my civic duty.
Out on the first date and pay for it?
No. No, you can't take something from me that I'm not giving up willingly. So you can't take my masculinity no matter how you show up. That being said,
that's good.
I absolutely though I'm absolutely open to I've been asked out before, and I definitely, this is what I do think. No matter who initiates the invitation to a date, that person should expect to pay. And here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that men, that should always be the expectation, and we're generally speaking the ones who are initiating that thing. When a woman does it, I'm okay with the woman doing it. And the reason I say I'm okay with the woman expecting, I think the woman should expect to pay. Although, and while I've been taken out before, because it's too often, I know I've seen women, or I've heard stories of women who will ask a guy out to a particular place that might be really expensive or whatever. and then their expectation is that that guy pays, and then it creates rift, which is why they should fall back, generally speaking, and allow that man to initiate the places that either he wants to go or initiate the conversation of where would you like to go. That being said, though, I'm not above women giving men gifts and showing men appreciation, and sometimes that comes in the form of a cooked dinner at home. Sometimes it comes in the form of a woman taking them out for a dinner out or ordering in, any of those combinations. So with that in respect of that, then I think it's okay for a woman to initiate, and then if she initiates, intend on paying, but then be okay with that man saying, that's lovely, I'll accept that invitation, but let me now treat you. But again, most importantly, you can't take something from me that I'm not giving to you.
That's interesting. So you said it's okay for her to cook or order a meal, but not to take you out to a location?
No. I'm saying it's okay for her to take you out for a location, on a location.
On a first date.
Say it again?
First date.
Yeah, first date. If that's, this is all about chemistry and all about communication and vibe. And so if that's where the vibe is going, see the way that I can't imagine even going out on a date with someone that I'm not already vibing with in conversation, via text message, via FaceTime. Like, we're already in this particular space. So therefore it's not a blind first encounter type of thing, although it might be the first date. Now, I don't suggest anybody go out for a first date to try to get to know somebody. By the time we've communicated so much so and so authentically and transparently that by the time we go on a first date, we're going out to enjoy one another, not to get to know one another.
Yeah, I think, most oftentimes people just assume that the first date is like the first initial interaction. Like, you just got a person's number and then y'all text or talked a couple times and then y'all decided to go on a date. Like, nah, she could be offering to pay and initiating the date because she's feeling the vibe, she's feeling the energy, and she might, just love the way you have made her feel. So she's like, look, you've been giving me this. I want to return, the favor and do this for you. Most of the time, first dates are just like, you've been vibing for a couple weeks and now you want to, really get that sit down face-to-face action. You like a lot of, our mind just automatically assumes like, oh, this is the first date. We sitting down, getting to know each other. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food type deal?
But isn't that part of the culture? Simona, I see your comment. You should click. There should be a link. Call.aabma.com. Let me.
Hey, Chris.
Yep.
While you do that, I just wanted to get clarification. Shahid, did you say face to waist action or face to face, right? Face to face.
That's like date 3 or 4. What's face to waist, but
okay. That's right. That's the first hour for Chris, but that's a whole nother conversation. Huh?
What?
What? Huh?
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I was multitasking.
What you say?
No, it wasn't important.
Oh, face to waist. You think I'm face to waist?
Yeah, I have no problem with someone asking me out because women that would ask me out, it's more of a professional setting. So it'll be like at a coffee shop or something like that to talk business or upcoming project or something like that. And usually they'll pay for a snack or something like that. I'll take care of the tip, but like I said earlier, it's just flattering. So, but
yeah, what gets me is when I hear men. It's funny. The same men that might find it emasculating, if we can even use that word in this reference, but the same men who find a woman taking them out and paying for it, emasculating, are oftentimes the same men who enjoy, if not expect, a woman to cook a meal for them. That perhaps she paid for all the groceries. And so I think it's just a little weird and insecure, I think, or at the very best, it's a little sight shorted for those who might have a problem with that.
Short-sighted.
Is that what I said? What did I say? Sight shorted.
Short-sighted. I'm with you though.
I like to do things kind of backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So here it is, Simona. Right now, if you look in the chat, there is the Nightbot actually just posted the link. For whatever reason, it won't allow me to post the link. But click call.aabma.live right there in the chat. That's how you join this conversation. We definitely want to welcome. She's here. Come bring her up. Good evening, Simona. Welcome to Ask a Black Man Anything. Oh, you promote you know you gotta pay me to promote that you're a comedian.
I had to close my other one. I was getting an echo. I'm sorry. I had to close it. I was watching y'all and now I'm on here, so it was echoing. Okay.
Oh, she's a comedian.
So what you do is you go and you shut the other one off and then you come on.
Yeah,
because
what
you
I
see
did.
the whole show.
Hold on. So you're a comedian?
Yes, I am.
Oh yeah, we don't accept comedians on Ask a Black Man Anything. Thank you.
Oh, stop it.
So don't listen to him. She on here promoting. So I'm gonna suppose, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Simona. Are you from Detroit? Was this your question?
I am from Detroit. This is my question.
Sweet. Okay, so give us some background. So you asked us, is it emasculating to ask a man out and pay for the first date? Give us some background. Where did that question come from? Why did you email us that question? Help me out.
Okay, so actually I didn't ask him out first. I actually planned first. He asked me out first. It was a childhood friend, and I have been getting attacked on social media because I took him out on a vacation. And we went to Georgia because neither of us live in Georgia. I live in Detroit. He lives somewhere else. So we met up at a neutral spot, which was Georgia. And I cooked for him and just like catered to him and spoiled him and got to know him even better because we're childhood friends.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. I saw something on Instagram today that was maybe this isn't you, but I saw someone that they were meeting at an Airbnb and
that was me.
She had cooked
fried chicken.
Yep, that was me with the sweet potato cornbread.
What's crazy is I saw that.
Hold on, let me holler at you for a second.
Not the sweet potato cornbread.
Listen.
I'm listening.
I love.
Hey, Wes, did you see the fried chicken cooking?
I saw the fried.
He is silly.
I saw it.
Silly.
I swear I saw it.
He gonna say I saw the fried chicken. But I have been getting attacked by men and women, and the men, their comments were more so, "That's not my job," and I'm like, when did it become a job to plan vacations? Like I've grown up hearing women complain. He don't take me out. Well, take him out. Like, why is that such a like? Are we gonna go to hell if we ask them? Like, I don't get it. Like, is it that much of a sin that I can't initiate a date in my? Okay, I have been getting attacked. Just know that.
Alicia Keys did it a long time ago. You don't know my name.
Huh.
Yo. I saw that post and I was like, how is this a problem? I thought that was so dope.
I thought so too.
Colin, did you get the link that I sent you? Because I found the video associated with the with her question. Let me know if you got it.
It didn't come through.
It didn't come through. I can can I screen share? Do I have that option?
Simone, you got any leftovers, baby?
Text it to me, Chris. Text it to me.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I save you some. Date 2 is coming up. It won't be in Atlanta though, but date 2 is next week.
Y'all should do date 2 in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you an address.
Okay, that's where we can bring the plate. That's where we can bring the plate.
That's it.
You're a mess, a whole mess and a half, Wes. Give a little bit more background. I'm gonna send Colin this link, and we're gonna watch your video because if Wes saw it, I want everybody else to see it because I think that, whoo.
Okay.
I
So
thought
just
it
it
was
was
so
even
dope.
hard. It was hard for me to get him to go because he's a traditional man where they have to pay and all of that. But I'm like, it's not fair. You said that you wanted to take me out in May, which we all know now is February. That was back in January. He asked, "Can he take me out in May?" I'm like, "Oh, sure," but I don't want to wait that long. So I'm like, "Let's go now." Like I'm in Georgia promoting some comedy. Let's meet in Georgia. And he was like, "No, let's just wait till I'm ready." And that wasn't for me. So I had to
Ooh.
convince him to even allow me to go ahead and plan the date because he was just like, "That's my job," and it was like, "That's not a job."
Now, Simone, I got a bone to pick with you, baby.
I know you do.
If that man said he wasn't ready, he's not ready for some other things. There's a great chance that wasn't about simply seeing you. That was about some other things. And so for you to
Wes, say it
overstep,
plainly, man. Say
we
it plainly.
got
What
we
was
got
it about?
No,
I don't know what it was about, but
yeah,
we got to believe people.
Let me tell you, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for a relationship or nothing. He just wanted to casually date in May. Well,
He
that
wasn't ready
trip.
for that chicken.
Oh, but once he ate the chicken, now he's ready for everything. He ready for a relationship. He just didn't know it. I had to show him. Like this is good. Like I've been my plate was already clear. Like I didn't have no baggage from the past. So him asking me out on the date was just like I was like I'm not gonna pass up on this. Like he's a great man, and I want to explore this more. I don't want to wait till May because I think somebody would have snatched him up by then.
But here's the
Wow,
problem.
that's incredible.
But Simone, I love you and I hate you at the same time because
Why?
because you're saying a couple
She took
things that are,
initiative.
yeah, but you just said somebody would have snatched him up by then. If somebody can snatch him up by then, they can still snatch him up. And if he went because and if he's convinced because he saw the good things that you had to prove to him and not the good things that he instinctively saw in you or instinctively perceived, then that's a man and he said the words he's not ready. I don't care if he was talking about I'm not ready to take a shower right now. I'm not ready. If the moment he said I'm not ready, you need to take that and spread it like mayonnaise on everything. So I would just say, and then I'm gonna fall back, but I would just say that you have to really now be careful, pursue it, see it out to its fullest because you've taken such initiative. But you have to really keep your eyes open and make sure that you're not proving yourself constantly in a state of proving yourself to him and convincing him
Oh no.
uh, of who you are and to be with you and getting him grabbing him by the hand and pulling him into a place that he's not ready to go.
I agree with
That's
that
all I'm saying.
1,000%.
Let's take a look at the video really quick.
And that's beautiful food from this beautiful woman.
Oh, he found the video.
And this beautiful gray beard.
Mm.
Can y'all still see it?
no, I can't.
No.
Nope. You see, they see all they need to see. Look at this. Look at this. Magnificent.
Yes.
Hold up. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. All right, here we go. Can y'all hear it?
No audio.
No audio.
Let me see. I can provide some audio, I think.
Yeah, go ahead and just do that voiceover.
No, let me. I got it,
I
Colin.
actually
Let me see if
have
I
the
can
other
play the screen
video.
share.
Okay, so I flew out today for my first
There we go.
date with my childhood friend. So he thinks I get here at 9 o'clock.
Let's see if I can share. Share. Are you able to
I
see?
really got here at 4 because I wanted to come in and cook dinner for him. So we got yams, macaroni, sweet potato, cornbread, regular cornbread, fried chicken. Oh yeah, greens. I'm gonna make a caramel cake once I get back. I gotta fake like I'm at the airport so he can come and pick up. First day, I did that. I love this Airbnb, by the way. Okay, so I flew out today.
Chris, are you sharing?
Yeah, did you see
Can't
it?
see it anymore.
So he thinks it's 9 o'clock. We got here at 4 because I wanted to come in and dinner for him. So we got yams, macaroni, sweet potato, cornbread, regular cornbread, fried chicken. Oh yeah, greens. I'm gonna make caramel cake once I get back. I gotta fake like I'm at the airport so he can come and pick me up. First date, I did that. I love this Airbnb, by the way.
Yeah, she definitely did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now
So
Let's put Simone in the big screen.
let's not. Let's not. I just woke up from a nap. Let's not put her in the big
Beautiful.
screen.
You're
But
beautiful
I
inside
wanted
and
to
out.
ask.
put
You're
that
good.
gray beard back.
Mm-mm.
There we
No,
go.
no, 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 no. That's beauty before age. Let's put Simone back.
There we go. So
These
Simona,
Negroes.
you and West stop butchering her name. Her name is Simona. You didn't
I
say
don't
it
think I
Simone
said.
like
I don't
17
think I.
times.
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
did. It's okay. It's your old age that make you forget.
It is. It is.
No, but so he said he wasn't ready.
He
So
no, he
what
never
are you?
said he wasn't ready. He just said that was
Okay.
when he wanted. That was when it would be more convenient. That was when he would be in Detroit,
Ah,
and that's
so
why
he was
I didn't
ready
ask.
financially.
I didn't ask. I didn't ask because I didn't
Ah,
feel like
okay.
that's my place to ask, knowing that I'm the one who's ready to
Gotcha.
initiate the date now. Because in two, I'm a comedian, so I don't want to. I didn't want to do anything or him to see my social media and think this is who I am. I wanted him to know me outside of social media because even though we were childhood friends, he lives in another state, so we haven't been socializing personally. So he knows more my social media presence than the little girl that grew up on the block riding her bike with him. Like it's been some distance between that. So I did want us to come together, and I don't think it's fair for me to have asked him like, well, where your finances at? You gonna pay for this? So it was just like I wanted to try something new as well. Me paying for the first date or initiating the first date is not my thing. Him allowing a woman to do that is not his thing. I don't want to do what we've done in the past. Let's try something different. And this was something different, and it's working.
Okay, so because you're at a distance, whatever state he's in, whatever state you're in, you're in Chicago. I'm sorry, in
Detroit.
repeat that again. Once he says he's not ready. Okay, no, they were saying that he said he's not ready. Yeah, that's true. He did say he wasn't ready, but she's giving context to the not ready. He was not ready to just jump in and fly to a state. He was going to be in her state and then take her on a date then, which I can understand. Hey, I'm going to be in your city. I'll take you on a date then. I also can understand the I'm not ready. And if you don't have enough context about it, and I looked at your social media page. I looked at your your comedian. You talking about the church and saying shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I get that. And so a lot of times when people are in one light, you want them to see who you truly are and see your character. I will say that you may set up a false expectation if you continue to do this, if you continue to cook and you don't allow him and you continue to take the lead, you need to allow yourself to sit back. And as so many women coaches say, rest in your femininity. If you don't know what that means, go look it up on social media. They got plenty of coaches. I can recommend 17 of them. To allow the man to kind of take this natural leadership position, and it's cool. I like it. I'm all for having people do things for me. I want acts of service. I want gifts. I want physical touch. Because I saw the little video where he was laying out. You probably was rubbing his head. I want quality time.
Simona, you
I
don't get
want
no pushback over here.
Right.
Thank you.
I
Thank
want
you.
those things done for me, but at the same time, if I don't know you, I'm probably gonna make I'm not gonna say I'm probably. It's 100% chance that I'm gonna make the initial date. If I'm not gonna be in where you are, and you say, "Hey, I'm gonna just fly," come to Atlanta. Can you meet me here? That's fine. That's perfectly cool. Because my schedule doesn't always allow me just to get up and go. I'm a single father, so I completely understand that if you have the ability. But what I will say to you, which is most important, you took the first step, which a lot of women are afraid. And I'm gonna say this to you: the reason why you're getting so much hate is because a lot of women are afraid to be bold, and they want to get the results that you're getting, but they aren't willing to be who you're willing to be.
Right.
And you just needed to be that for that moment. You don't have to be bold every single day, every single hour. You just had to be bold for that moment and then present it and then step back and see where it goes. And guess what? You also have to be willing to say, if it doesn't work out, I did what I needed to do for the moment and I can see who I need to be.
Right.
Most women that I've encountered that give hate do this. They are giving you hate because they are doing and not being.
Right.
You became bold. And that was amazing. Continue to learn to be the queen that you can develop yourself, right? I'll say this because I tell everybody, send me $25 on Cash App. I will send you a copy of my book so that you can properly vet, right? You need to learn how to vet. Everybody needs to learn how. I don't know of another vetting book out there on the market that gives you substantive questions and allows you to think about the answers. Because there are books that say, oh, ask them these 36 questions or ask them these 50 questions to see. No. This book is for men and for women. Right. And I'm not just trying to promote my book, but I'm trying to promote the healthy conversations that we need to have when we're in the vetting process. I do want to take a moment and welcome my other co-host, Mr. Longmire, Mr. Sellersmeyer. Welcome to the conversation. Did you want to jump in real quick and get on your high horse?
Robert Longmire, Bakersfield, California. I'm not going to do too much. I'm late to the show, so I'm not going to say too much about myself, but I do want to tell Simona, right? I do want to tell her that there's something that's actually very intelligent with what you did. As a man, I make sure that whatever date, especially a first date, is going to be something that I know I'm going to enjoy or something that I just want to do for someone. And it seems like your whole process, preparing the meal and everything like that, was something, one, that you would enjoy, and two, was something that you would enjoy doing for that person. That's actually an intelligent move, because you fulfilled something within yourself before he even got there. And if he enjoyed it on top of that, all the better.
You get me.
Yep.
You get me.
Yep. And that the epitome of hating is people hate you because you are doing what they didn't have the guts to do themselves. So the fact that you're getting all this hate is pretty much telling you that you did the right thing. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Like think about it this way: if you would have done nothing, people would have had nothing to say.
Exactly.
Give them something to talk about.
Yeah, you've given them something to talk about. So make another video, get another 1 million views.
And then look and see which one of your haters copied it.
Exactly.
Because I'm cooking again. I'm gonna cook again next week when we go out. I'm gonna. That's just what I want to do. I want to take the initiative and do that part. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for him to ask me out. And that's moving forward. I want him to know that, like, this is a thing for us. When I want to go out, plans will start getting made. Okay. And I'm gonna ask if you ready. Like, I'm not gonna sit around nagging you. You never take me out. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take you out. We gonna stop that nagging now. I'm not doing that
You
no
know
more.
what this reminds me of? This reminds me of low-key reciprocation. Vibrational reciprocation. Now, mind you, as I said, you want to allow him the space to lead, because sometimes you may want something, and as Wes was saying, you don't want to drag him to it. If you want to go out, that's cool, that's great. But at the same time, step back, because here's what I do in some of my dating situations. I'll meet a young lady and I'll start calling, right? Because I'm an initiator, I'm a protector, I'm a provider. I do the things that I want to see reciprocated. If I notice after 2 or 3 days that I've called you every single day, or I've initiated the text, I stop texting you. I stop calling, just on purpose, and because I am on purpose. I'm not going to chase you if you're not going to initiate as well. If I'm going to be the only person always calling, always suggesting, always all me first. That's I'm all, and you're never reciprocating. And hear my words. If you never reciprocate, understand I will stop and I'll wait. I did it with a couple of women, and it's worked tremendously well. Right. What I did was I stopped, and then they asked me, "Well, why you ain't call me in 2 days?" And I asked them. I said, "Is your phone broken?" And they
Like, why
said,
you didn't
"Like,
call me?
if your phone works and you thought about me, oh, I've been thinking about you for the last 2 days. Well, pick up the phone, damn it, and call me." So the question to you, Simone, or this comment is, Simona, you did the right thing from Isaiah. You showed a black man that you care. That means a lot to us. It does.
Yes.
It really means a lot when women continually reciprocate, but also learn the art of the lean back. Let him take the let him, as Shaheed will tell you, because he's a horse wrangler, let him take the reins and steer the car. Don't take that from him, because if you want a real man, then he will take the lead. And if that means that you have to wait, guess what? Sit back and wait. Just wait, because listen, there is a beauty in waiting. Now, if you hot in the pants, go get you some.
Nope, it wasn't even about that.
No, I'm just joking.
Hey,
I'm just joking.
Shahid, show us how you take the reins, brother. Show us how you take the reins. you do like that, then you
Get it.
Nah, but
with that being
what
said,
Chris was saying is 100% true. Because I heard you basically say that you are not gonna wait for him. You're just gonna, if I want to do something, if it's time for us to go, you do want to give that energy, but at the same time, let him take it. Show him you here to be chased, and then let him start chasing you. Don't make it seem like he ain't got nothing to chase because he already has you.
Oh no,
That's a
not
danger.
at all.
That's a
Not
danger.
at all. I agree. Not at
But
all. I'm
once
not.
y'all
I'm
end
not
it,
giving that
but
back
once
at all.
but once y'all end that thing, once y'all official, you spoil the hell out of him. Yes.
Yep.
Hey,
I agree with
Simona
that.
Lisa. Simona Lisa,
Yeah,
what is your IG? Because these gentlemen, I'm trying to stalk you. I'm trying to get some chicken and some cornbread in my life.
Oh,
Just
and you
tell
know
us
what's
and
really
the
funny?
rest of America where we can
It looks
find
like
you.
you can do a good job of cooking for 5 brothers. I'm just
Oh, I'm putting it on here now.
So no. She cannot cook for 5. She can only cook for
One.
uh
That one. No.
1. And here's what's really crazy. Y'all know that Shannon said that he ain't had a home cooked meal in a while. So when she go out to LA, she can cook 2 meals. Anyway, Simona, thank you so much for coming on to the show. Thank you so much for coming and asking that question, because here's the thing. It allows us to have the conversation from a woman's perspective. And it's really crazy that some women want to hate on what they're not doing. They hate you for what you are doing, but they won't do the things that you do in order to get the freaking results that you got.
But
Right?
what killed me was all the people acting like it was such a sin what I did. Like, you took him out, you paid. That is like you going. They almost did me to hell. Like you going to hell for that. Like, why would you do that? You don't love yourself. You don't, like, black men are not going to reciprocate that. And I'm just like, whoa, like what is wrong with y'all? Like, it's a date.
Just
And we
scarcity
both
mindset.
enjoyed. He not driving around with another chick in a car I bought him. It was we both ate the food. We both enjoyed the Airbnb. We both had a great time. We
It ain't
shared that experience. I didn't lose anything.
it ain't even hate for what you did. It's also just the hate for men in general. It just shows you how the hate is really just out here for us. So it's just like, why are you doing these nice things for this man? He need to do this, he need to do this first before you do anything. So it's just like,
And he just gonna ghost you. They like he just gonna
right,
ghost you. I'm
no,
like,
and we're
oh
not,
wow.
yeah, it's just like that. Men, we're simple, but it's the little things that go a long way for us. So I shared this the last week and everything. It's just like, my lady is very super attentive. When she knows I'm in back-to-back meetings, she always asks me, "Did you eat lunch?" I was like, "Hey, babe, I don't have time right now. I'm gonna get lunch after my 3rd meeting. Trust me, I'm good. I'm gonna get lunch. I just got 3 meetings, and then 30 minutes later, I got a knock at my door. Uber Eats. She got me a whole meal salad. I literally just be saying things, not telling her what I want, but I just like mention things that I'm planning on getting and things like that. And then a month later or something like that, knock knock. Here's gifts. Knock knock. The latest gift. Knock knock. Haven't even opened it yet. It's like I got my Crocs. I mean, the list goes on and on. My baby, my baby spoils me, and y'all better take notes. Like if you are attentive to a man's needs or what he says, that goes a long way. Like we will do anything for you.
It's you know that's the international sign for the Beyonce. You put a ring on it, because guess what? And I don't want to table on her question. I want to stay here with us, Simona. Because here's the thing, Colin cannot speak any more truth than that. And Shahid, I want you to chime in on this. If a woman is taking care of you, giving you the things that you need, reciprocating, what is the first thing that you're going to do if she's done it consistently for 6 months to a year?
I'm making my woman.
Wes, 6 months to a year, she's consistently giving you what you need.
I'm gonna make
consistently
woman
in day in and day out. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make her Shahid's woman.
So we have another comedian.
We already got Colin's answer, right? So
wait, hold on. You didn't get my answer.
Okay, go. But you kind of gave it already.
Yeah, I kind of gave it already.
Go for it. What's your answer?
But
in 6 months.
I just let's just say I just spoke to an immigration lawyer yesterday.
Hey.
So,
but wait, why did you speak to an immigration lawyer? Because she's not in the United States.
No, she's overseas, and I'm bringing my future wife over here to be with me.
So, in other words, she's going to be consistent to you, and she's been consistent for the last year, and so you want her to be your wife. Oh, okay. So, Robert, because I want to keep it going. We got three of three, right? Robert, she's been consistent with you for 6 months to a year. She's giving you everything you want, need, and she's the type of woman that you desire. What are you gonna do?
You added that last part, because really, what I was about to say is, if it's not the woman that I want it from, it don't matter. If it's the woman that I want it from, then yeah, definitely. If the woman that I want it from isn't giving it,
what is definitely? I don't understand that. Yeah, definitely what?
Oh yeah, definitely. We becoming a thing, and we are becoming a thing as quickly as I can make it happen.
He'll say as quickly.
So I want you all to listen, ladies, if you're out there in radio land. 4 out of 5 guys said if you are consistently giving, I haven't given my answer, which makes me defend. Consistently giving what a man needs consistently. And here's the thing. We did not say you're consistently giving him what you want for him. What he's already stated, which means a few things. You guys have communicated, and you're willing to do the things that he is asking you to do. That's how you get to the marital status. You can pretend for 3 months, and then you're going to get worn out. That's the honest to God truth. You can't pretend with a really masculine man who knows himself for 6 months to a year just to get to a ring. You can't pretend for that long. It's not possible.
Simona, if you have YouTube, hold on, Robert. Simona, if you have YouTube open in the back, you might need to mute it because we can hear it.
Oh no, I had it up. I was sharing the link to my Facebook so they can stream it. I had a few people texting me like, we can't find it, so I'm sharing it to Facebook.
Okay, we
but it's
just
off now.
Okay, got it. Go ahead, Robert.
So, last thought: if you're consistent with it, and yes, here's the thing: it's automatic that it goes both ways. That's automatic. Right? But here's the thing: that's why you vet properly to make sure that you're giving the right things to the right person. If you're giving the right things to the wrong person, it's still the wrong person. If you're giving the right things to the right person at the wrong time, it's still the wrong person.
Say that again.
Because if you're giving the right things to the right person at the wrong time, it's still the wrong person. Because the person that you're giving it to can't receive it because it's the right thing for the right person, but they're not the person who they need to be in order to receive it. For example, my son is 19. He has a driver's permit. If I gave him the keys to a brand new 2023 Bentley Coupe and he has not taken a driving lesson, that's the right thing, right? A vehicle, for the right person, my son, at the wrong time. He hasn't learned how to drive. Go ahead, Robert.
No, I was just gonna say that
Don't lose your thought.
sometimes.
Write it down.
No, I got my thought. I got my thought. Sometimes though, sometimes that consistency can turn a man's head where he wasn't really looking at you. He might have looked at you as a friend, but that consistency can kind of turn his head and make him look at you in a different light. There's been cases of that, I believe. I can't say the dude's name.
Here go one. Here go a case right here. No.
Oh, there go a case right there sitting to my this side, that side over there, or whatever way. But sometimes that's the case as well. But there's the catch to that is, like I was saying earlier, for me it has to be the right person giving me all that energy. But I have had it where somebody gave me all that energy and it made me look at them like, you know what? Maybe I should look at you differently. Maybe I should give you a little bit more of my attention and see what we actually could have. I'm about to end.
And that's where this went. It started with a little flicker from him wanting the date and noticing like, okay, we're both single at the same time. I want to jump on this. Let's do this. And then it just further with me saying, okay, let's go now. Cause we started talking, the vibe was there. And it was just like, but you sounding like you want to casually date me. And I'm not a casual dating type female. And I'm gonna show you why. And that's where that came from. Now, once we got there, it wasn't no, oh, you gonna be with me. It was, oh, if you want to casually date, then I understand. I'm glad we had this time together, but that's it. Like, go on and get your casual date on, and I'm gonna continue to be on the market and see where that goes. And he was just like, "Oh no, you're not gonna be on the market." Like he knew right away, like that's not gonna happen. Like we taking you off the market. Like that need like tell me what I need to do to take you off the market. So that was the plan. It went from I just want to casually date, newly divorced to how do I get you off the market? Like that's our first plan before I leave Georgia is to make sure that you are not on the market anymore. And that's what we're
That's
working
a whole.
towards
Now
now.
you done
Simone,
opened a whole nother can of
Simone,
worms.
hold on. Yes, hold on.
Oh,
Simone, did I
look,
just hear
you
you
done
say?
put your toe in the water. You should have been on the show at 10 o'clock.
Listen.
She said, like, you ain't gonna drive by that. He is freshly divorced.
Yes.
No,
Wait.
not freshly. I'm sorry, not freshly
Wait.
divorced.
Like
No.
how far removed from divorce is he?
Is it at
Years,
least 12 months? Okay.
years. Him
Okay.
and I
Okay.
both. I'm divorced too. I got divorced in 2018, so we're both divorced. So
Okay.
I love that he never tried. He was never jumping in my inboxes when he had a wife because I don't do that. I don't like that. So he's a good God fearing man. So he did wait, and it was.
He must be a preacher. We gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna go and stalk your TikTok. What church he preach at? Anyway, so let me.
Wow.
So the
Look, she
question
got the
is,
church rock and everything.
right? She got the whole key to the church.
First
The question
lady.
is from Kia. And Kia, here's the thing. We want you to email this question to us. Right here at the top of our broadcast. Email us questions@aabma.live. We would love to answer this question for you, but we want to do you the same honor and do you the same justice that we're giving Simona and answer your question live. So email it to us, and this will be the first question that we get to next week. Please email us tonight so that we can put it in the queue because we get plenty of questions that get filtered into us and we don't want to miss it. So email us questions@aabma.live. What should a woman do if the man don't want to? Yeah, okay. Email that to us. So here's the thing. I firmly agree that casual dating can lead to nothing, right?
Mhm.
I firmly agree with that. I also don't agree with jumping into an exclusive relationship and taking a person off the market that you have not properly vetted to see if they're worth their salt. That means for me, just because you've talked to me for a day, a month, a week, you're not getting my exclusivity after a month. You're not getting my exclusivity after 3 months. You have to be pretty effing amazing all the way around. We have to have chemistry. We have to have connection. You have to be fit, fun, friendly, feminine, and faithful. You have to want to help me be a better person. You have to make me a better man. There's a lot of things that you have to do to get my exclusivity. And you have to decide that you're going to be in the passenger seat while I drive the car, which means that we are going 100 miles west. And if I say we're going in this direction, you're like, baby, how can I help you get to that direction? We are going this way. That's what type of woman that you're going to have to be for me. And I'm not, again, I told y'all, I'm coming into a space where I'm like, hey, you got to be a phenomenal woman just to be on the squad. You can't just be a hokey pokey fly by night. You know what I mean? I've dated that already. I've been there. I've done that. But that's a whole nother can of worms. Wes jumped away. Wes, if you want to come back real quick, I want you to ask her. I know you heard that. What did you want to say to her? She said she was divorced.
No, she gave a little more context that, so I'm satisfied. She gave a little context that it's been at least a little minute for him, and the fact that she's been through it herself. That means that she's informed and she understands the process, the healing process. I would think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm cool with you, baby. I'm cool. Y'all can still come kick it in LA with me.
And I think that should be the norm. Women should take charge of the dating aspect of life because men do so much already. They have to protect, they have to provide. I mean, it's so much that they already have to do that we shouldn't be nagging about a date. Like that's something we can plan. I mean, I know y'all not gonna be under the hood fixing your car on your own, but you can plan a date on your own. Mental health, it's important. Plan to relax.
Protect Simona at all costs.
So are you
Yes.
saying? So you said something else, Simona. I be with you, baby, and then every now and then you throw a little something. You throw a little curveball at me. So did you just say that women should be in charge of planning the dates?
That's who won it. I cannot remember the last time a man was like, "Oh, we never get to go out." I mean, that's our thing. So it's like since it's our thing, let's do it. Ladies, like let's make it let's take this. We can do this. We ain't gotta be taking out garbage. I'm not telling y'all to go take out the garbage and change your own tires every 5 seconds. But I am saying if you want to go out, go out. And guess what? Flowers smell good. It don't matter who buy them. They smell the same. Buy something for yourself. Get on the registry and have them sent to you. We put so much pressure on what he has to do. Like he has to be doing this for us to feel special.
Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna take the extra money I saved by you helping me in all these other areas, and I'm gonna put myself on the 1-800-flowers.com registry so I can get flowers every month. I feel like they from you because I saved by all the things you do. It makes sense to me. My mama raised me different.
Wow.
I'm not gonna cry about things that I can do for myself effectively for myself. I'm not gonna cry about them. I'm not gonna nag about them. I'm gonna get them done. I'm a doer, not a talker.
Sounds like your mom.
What's the dude from Houston that be doing his hand like this?
I got my spare fingers with me today.
Sounds like your mom raised you to be a wife.
She's spitting. Listen, Simona. Lord.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to say.
We can come back. I'm gonna come back to the second date.
Sounds like your mom raised you to be a wife. Would that be accurate? Is that accurate?
I would think so. My mother was always a wife. I've only seen her as a wife. She was married to my father. He passed. Then she married my stepfather, and then she passed. So she's always been a wife. So I don't know how to be nothing.
She's still single. What's up with your mama? What's up with
No, she passed. She passed.
Oh, I'm so disrespectful.
Wes,
I'm
Wes
so.
don't be listening to her. Don't be listening to her.
Wes, how old are you? Wes, how old are you?
I'm 50. I'm 50.
I'm not that far from your age. Like my mother would have been older than you, Wes. I'm in my 40s.
Listen, Wes's age range is 22 to 72.
Okay, Wes. Okay. Well, I'm off the market, sort of, kind of, almost in a situation. So I'm kind of almost off the market a
I
little
was
bit
gonna say, yeah,
Better
myself.
handle his business.
she's definitely off the market.
Well, let me tell you this: if nothing else, without a shadow of a doubt, you have definitely added a little bit more hate tonight by saying, buy yourself some flowers
I'm
because
just
you
saying,
got
before
on
you before you cry to a man about it, just try to see how they smell when you go buy some. Just see if they smell just as good. If they do, shut up.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, listen, that makes too much sense, right? I don't want to do they don't want to shoot they shot. They don't want to, they
He
don't
better
want to
come and find
communicate.
me. He better come and find me while they stand in the house being a hermit. And what do you want them to do? Break through your window, break in their house, and come on, you on with me.
I mean, they only want to date the mailman or the UPS man, but neither one of them make over six figures. So, I mean,
And another
pick it.
thing, I thought y'all were gonna go to this when you were saying that it's got to be the right person, right time, and all of that. Men have to believe they deserve this type of thing, because a lot of men feel like you're trying to set them up when you're doing something nice for them. It's like, do you feel like you deserve love? Like what's wrong? What has happened in your past where you don't feel like you deserve
I
love?
mean,
Like, how's it a setup?
You know
Like,
what?
I don't get. What am I doing?
Can I tackle that?
Please.
Go ahead. I wish
Because
Jerron was here to talk about the therapeutic
because literally, I had this talk with my lady. I am literally so unaccustomed to receiving gifts like this. I didn't know how to handle it. So I was just like, babe, please stop sending me gifts. And she was just like, why? I want to. Like, you're my daddy. I want to do this for you. And da 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 da. Like, I literally have to tell her, like, just to stop because I was so not used to this.
Hold on 1 second, sir. We're not going to fly by that.
You're my daddy.
Thank you. Because that's at a whole nother level of conversation. Look, she said, you are my Lord. All right, go ahead, Colin. Your turn. Go.
But yeah, so we had that conversation because every girl I've dated since I started dating when I was a teenager, up until I just said it's trashed, I'm done with it, I've never been spoiled like this. So it's like I'm the type, my personality type, I'm the type that don't look for gifts. It's just like when gifts come, it's a nice gesture. Like I'm surprised, I'm floored, I'm grateful, but I don't look for gifts. So just how much she's been spoiling me with everything and how attentive to my needs is. She know I got a video production company. She know I'm exploring the metaverse, and I talked about getting the Oculus, and then a week later, here comes the Oculus. And even I got a voucher at a massage place that she's constantly reminding me, like, babe, whenever you get time, I just haven't had time to go get my massage. But she already got a voucher for me, like, as of a month ago. But I haven't had time to break away from work and keep it on top of my memory bank. But yeah, we've had these talks, and it's just like I'm just so unaccustomed to receiving gifts like this from somebody I'm dating. So please forgive me. It's a trauma I'm getting over. So to your point, Simona, yeah, it's just kind of like a mental barrier that probably Black American men aren't used to because, like I said,
Get used to it, man.
Yeah, like I
Start
said,
getting used to it.
To the point I've made earlier is just that just the hate for men today is so real. So it's just like just to receive gifts and things like that, have a woman who's very attentive to your needs, wanting to spoil you and things like that. That's very foreign to us. Get it? Very foreign.
Like your wife, like your future wife.
I see what you did there, brother. I see
very
what you did
foreign
there.
to
No pun intended.
Pun intended.
I think even digging a little bit deeper into that whole subject is well, I'm gonna try not to because we ain't got that much time. But I believe that if men are made to understand that we are deserving of love, we are deserving of good treatment, we are deserving of those things, we would be a lot better off. Our relationships would be better. We would treat women better, but we haven't been. Colin used the trauma word. We've been raised in a way to where we don't believe that we deserve even to have good options. Like the brother who came on and said before, he didn't know what to look for. He didn't know what quality was. He was just out there. Whatever came to him, he would accept, as opposed to saying, I deserve good things. It's okay for me to go make a lot of money. It's okay for me to have a nice house. It's okay for me to have a good job. It's okay for me to be loved. It's okay for me to give love. If that was actually bred into us and given to us, and if both male and women, if we were able to give that to one another, our relationships would flourish. A lot of the conversations that we're having with the toxicness and the repetitive same conversations about really just, to me, is like dumb stuff, we wouldn't be having them because we would expect better. We know we would accept our royalty.
Yeah, she's expanded my horizon, so it's just like I
And
always
look,
have
and
an
we're towards
abundance
the end of
mindset,
this
but
thing,
just
like
have more. I have a more of a relationship abundance mindset. So it's just like, yeah, I'm
yes,
deserving of it. It's just like, yeah, it's great. Of course, it's reciprocated because these gifts aren't coming one way. I'm sending gifts to her, so you better believe that.
Yes.
But she just really opened up my mindset and everything to, wow, like she really does appreciate me. Because men, we have to go out and do that. It's just like we don't have a safety barrier. We don't have nobody to come and rescue us. So it's just like we have to go out there and perform and execute and do what we got to do as men. But just to have somebody recognize that and say, hey, like, really appreciate you as a provider, really as a protector, as somebody who's providing that security for me and things like that. Here's some gifts to show my appreciation. It's just like, wow, she's just showed me a whole nother side. So ladies, y'all can listen to this and disregard it and say, I ain't doing this for no man. But you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna keep getting what you get.
And let me say something to the men, fellas.
Hold on. Let me put
fellas,
them up.
Fellas, know your worth. You too can be a bad bitch.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
So,
in the words of Trill,
let me. There's a saying that says, once the mind expands, it can never go back to its original form. Once the
Collins has
mind
changed.
expands, it can never go back to its original form.
Amen.
And so, what you learn to experience is once you get this type of behavior from a woman that you're interested in, even if that situation ends, you'll never fully accept, I'll say it that way, anything less. You entertain other people, if you want to entertain them that may not meet your same interests because you just want to have somebody around, but you'll never stay with them long term once you've got this great experience and you don't want to go back to mediocre. Right. And so with that being said, I definitely want to thank you, Simona, for coming to the show, sharing your experience. Phenomenal experience. Kudos to you. Keep
Thank you.
being, but learn the art of the lean back.
You
Get
know I
some
know
fat
that.
food.
You know I know how to lean back.
Well,
now
I don't know you, so
lean
I'm
back.
just hoping that you do.
Lean back.
All women do.
Again, make sure that if you have a question, just like we've answered her question live, and if you want to come to our show, email us at questions@aabma.live. With that being said, fellas, we have presented
I got
probably
one.
the
I got
best.
one last.
Go for it.
I didn't really.
And then you can do your outro.
Got you. I didn't really get to engage with Simona that much. I got a question. Do you believe that the fact that you knew this dude, y'all have a history from childhood, that this plays a role into it?
Yes, because had I not known him from my childhood, I would not have been in an Airbnb with him separately. And plus, I know how he was raised. Like his parents were raised with my parents. So he understands me a lot. He understands how I was brought up. So it's not hard for him to know that I'm kind of I'm a take charge type female, and I want what I want, and that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm not gonna sit around and wait. I go for what I want.
No, I just wanted to highlight that because I think that plays a very important factor in that, because it's just a different level of
comfort.
That's a perfect word. I didn't want to use the L word. I don't want to use love, even though I believe it might be some there. But I definitely believe that level of comfort is why he's able to receive it. I think it's just a unique situation. You're dealing with someone that basically saw you grow up. You know what I mean? So I definitely think it's a different. So some of the advice I agree with, but at the same time, I think, excuse me, I just think it's a bit different when you have that element in
Caveat.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so I agree there. And let me close it out here. I agree that what works for one doesn't work for everybody, right? This is Simona's specific situation, and let me just make sure we address, the world at large. This is her specific situation. This is not, you may be in a similar situation and may not get the same results, but understand this, that you can give a unique experience once you've learned the person over time, and then allow him to start pulling towards you and you to pull towards him, so that you can still develop. You can get to this level of comfort, right? It just takes a little bit more time. I love that you were bold enough to come to the show. Thank you again for the question. Phenomenal question, phenomenal time, phenomenal feedback. You have given me some great clips to post on our TikTok or Instagram, just the whole nine.
You have 5 new big brothers.
I watch y'all already. I already been watching y'all. I love it.
We appreciate you so much. With that being said, Mr. Poster, give us your outro, brother.
Shaheed Muhammad out of Los Angeles, California. Glad to be back. Look forward to next week.
Colin Hardiman, great show tonight. Simona, thank you for your contributions. Really appreciate it. And yeah, looking forward to next week's talk as well. So, Mr. Robert.
Hey, Robert Longmire, Bakersfield, out of Bakersfield, California. Excuse me. Simona Lisa, thank you for coming up and spending some time with us. We have enjoyed you. Cole as well, man. I appreciate him coming to the stage. I was around when he was up here, but I didn't get to speak with him. Definitely can't wait until next week. Be here on time, and we should have a great conversation. I'll pass it down to the dude that's over there.
Hey, Robert Longmire.
Robert Longmire. Out of the CALI.
No doubt.
Shortmire.
No, Wes Stewart, located in Los Angeles, California. Artistic IQ on all social media. Gentlemen, it has been a pleasing plum pleasure. In the comments, if you know where that comes from, yeah, do that.
Plum pleasing pleasure.
Yes, Mr. Chris Davis, Mr. Plum Pleaser of the plums.
Oh man, Chris Davis in Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Buffalo, New York, author of 2 amazing books, The Edge of Greatness, and the book I talked about tonight, The Ultimate Vetting Guide Workbook. It is on Amazon. You don't have to go to my Instagram. Would love for you to follow all of us. Take a screenshot of this. Make sure you're liking the show, number one. Make sure you're sharing the show on your Instagram page. Tag us and we'll retweet it, resend it, repost it, whatever. Tag us on Ask a Black Man Anything. That is literally our social media everywhere, or AABMA on TikTok. Make sure you check us out. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you love our stuff, because we'll love you back. Have an amazing evening. God bless you, and do something good for yourself. Good night, folks.
Great.
Colin, that was a smooth outro tonight, bro. You got us out of there.
Hey, right on out.
Colin got us out of there. Yes, sir. We
Simona
struggled a
was
little
dope.
bit trying to figure it out, but he got it down pat this week, y'all.
Producer in the making. I'm coming for your job, Shannon.
Hey, you can have it, man. You did good.
Yo, Simona was really dope, man, and I was surprised because I had literally just came across that Instagram post, man, and so tonight was a real surprise for myself.
Yeah, man, listen, she so when I saw it earlier this week, right? And I'm like, dang, this is crazy. Like, how do you get so much hate for just cooking? And with her giving us so much context, I understand now why people were hating and like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. Man, listen.
Yeah, it
don't
raises the
suck a
bar.
duck ass. You don't want to do nothing, and so you're gonna keep getting the results that you've been getting. Be a sucker duck and don't speak up. Don't Don't offer anything. I mean, be that person that just continues to sit at home and complain about men. There ain't no good men when your punk ass is being a terrible woman. Trash.
Triggered. Triggered.
Nah, not triggered. Just speaking with passion. I mean, true. I mean, you know how there ain't no good men. Niggas ain't shit. Well, guess what? You're not putting effort forward to make us be better men, right? We have to do our part too. But God, oh, really?
This is where we need Jerron. So Chris, you can sit on Jerron's couch and really tell us how you really feel.
Get that out.
We miss you, Jerron. We need you right now, brother.
Nah, you know who we really need? We need Clifford.
Yeah, because you need.
You know what's really crazy?
Scripture behind it.
Clifford is in Detroit too. But she's older than Cliff. I should tell her about it. Tell her.
Well, she's off the market, bro.
Say what?
She's off the market.
She's off the
No,
market.
not for you know, the kind of
counseling.
I mean, just to connect.
Okay.
Just to connect.
Hopefully, everyone was taking some notes tonight because a lot of gems were dropped.
Man, she said some stuff. Buy your own damn flowers?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Listen, Shaheed made a great connection there, though. Everybody shouldn't try this at home. Kids, do not try this at home.
No.
Because like Shaheed said, what'd you say, brother?
Shaheed in his phone ain't about to get in the car and about to pull off.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, I mean,
it ain't just some
what's good for the goose is not always good for the gander. I mean, you definitely don't want to position yourself and then, you know, like, there are people out here raping and killing women and stuff like that. Obviously, protect yourself. Be wise. Even if it is somebody that you know.
Man.
Be wise about what you do. Share your location with people. You know, be protective of yourself first. Be wise, but at the same time,
don't be bold.
If you get a unique opportunity like this, by all means, take life by the horns because you're only gonna get one.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, and sometimes the geese like to get got because the getting is good.
Plum pleasing pleasure. We out.
Wes always has like the last craziest word. The funniest one was though when Shan, of course, was sharing his stuffed toy story. How he poked a hole in the stuffed toy to make it seem like the pee and and then it was like, Shan, you know we live. He's like, oh, I don't give a F. And then right before the counter finished, Wes was like, we ain't never getting monetized. That was like the funniest closeout ever. He said, we ain't never getting monetized.
Oh, Chris.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
What you closed out with today, like those last few words, man. I forgot what you said, but that should be. I like that.
I have no idea what I said.
Yeah, watch